Hi, my muddy people. Welcome back. I'm Nat at Mud Magic. Thank you for joining us again for another Freddie Mercury Kiln Unload. She's back. Hi, Chase.
Well, I'm not there. I am at home.
No magic fingers this time, which reminds me, I know Trace, I don't even know if she's watched the last one yet, but
No.
she definitely wouldn't have read the comments of everybody saying, Trace, come in front of the camera again. We miss your face. Had people asking me to put the link up to your channel, which I have now done in the comments of the last one. So yes, next time you're here, we need to get you in front of the camera.
Sure.
Well, I think I've said it before. I do have a special guest coming to visit in December. Miss Jane from Shoebox Studios is coming to hug me, and so Trace is coming up to meet her as well. So that will be their first meeting, and I'm going to try and get a kiln unload ready for when they're here. So I have all three of them on camera. Yay!
No, there's not enough room. So it'll just be you and Jane. I'll be just behind the scenes, just making sure it's all going right.
Nice try. So no, there'll be me here, Jane here, and you right here in front of the camera. Us going like this.
Sure.
Sure, not. So a couple of thank yous. You guys have probably seen my videos already. So exciting. 2 presents this week, one day after each other from the post office. So the first one was from my beautiful Lindy Lou at Lindy Lou Pottery. She already knew she was sending me 1 ornament. She sent me 2 ornaments, and she sent Trace something, which I don't know yet. Obviously I haven't opened it. It's hers to open, so she'll do that next time I see her, I'm sure. And then the beautiful Marianne sent me a GR Pottery Forms, my first ever. Well, you can see it on the video, but I made my first platter with it. Who wants to see? I'm scared to pick it up.
Yes, please. If you don't break it.
Well, I made it this morning. It's gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful.
Love it. So it's using the, obviously it's my first time. So, well, my first with the GR. I've actually got some platters in here from some Temu ones that I've got that she made me think of. That's why I pulled them out. But she also surprised me by sending me some transfers. So, of course, I had to put some of the transfers on the platter. I love that. I'm a bit naive though about what the symbolism is with is that the third eye? I'm not sure. So you guys will have to fill me in on the symbolism of the third eye, or the eye, whatever the little eye is. You see it everywhere. I just don't really know what it is. But I don't mind. I don't care what it is. It can mean anything. I'm pretty open to anything, really. So, thank you, Poppy. I have had a big sneaky peek because I've been trying to rush cool it for Trace because we missed her last time. So let's get into it. But I've already emptied pretty much the top shelf because I had all these hanging from props and wires and stuff. So I pulled it all apart for my wind chimes. So the hoods are further down. So that is lavender with poppy fields at the bottom. And that is weeping plum with poppy fields at the bottom. And this time I put texture. When I rolled the slab, I put texture in. So that's why I did the celadons at the top, to try and see the texture a little bit. Try. There's butterflies on that one.
That looks pretty.
Yes, so when I put them all in the bowl here, because they were hot, they cool so fast. They look really pretty together. So I'm sort of conflicted on whether, because one was going to be purple and one was going to be pink, whether I'm going to do 3 purple and 2 pink on one and 3 pink and 2 purple on the other, because there's 5, unfortunately not 6, with the hoods. So I'm not sure now, because I love them mixed like that. They're pretty.
I'm quiet because you know me. I like all the one colour.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. I was waiting for you to say. So I do them on fishing lines, so I'll just tie them and sort of hold them and see what I think. But yeah, I'll probably will go with one colour on each, because otherwise they're both going to be kind of the same. The hoods will be different. So this, I already need my gloves. I made these bowls and put them up when they were wet still and showed the girls, and half of them said they loved them and half of them said they were waiting to see them glazed, including you, Vicky, at Kookaburra Pottery. So here they are, so now you can give me a final verdict. I love them. So they're ramen bowls, but what I did was I pinched the peony, the rubber peony stamp things around the rim. So when they're cooler, I'm going to have to really feel that and make sure it's not sharp, especially in some particular areas, some real sharp looking pieces, but it doesn't matter because I can easily sand them down, which I will, which is 2 Charlotte, 2 poppy fields.
That's so pretty.
I love that. Yeah, and then with chopsticks along the top. And then with all my ramen bowls, I always sell them as 1 for a certain price or 2 for a discount. So I made 2 the same. I think they're pretty, and they're so popular. So I needed to make more, as Trace will know from the last market, which was really funny. I think it's in here. I had one random beachy glazed ramen, so I made another one. But then we sold the other one, didn't we, last Sunday? I'm sure we sold the one random one. So now I've still got one random one because I'd already glazed. I mean, I could have washed it off, but I just did it. I can still make yet another one, but I'll take this one on Sunday and it'll probably sell again. So, platters. So, thank you, Marianne, for the motivation to do these. So I don't know how they're going to be, because it's my first ever attempt on forms, but they look really flat. So I was a bit disappointed because I thought that I had cherry transfers and I didn't. So I've done this, the little one in the flowers. Yep, nice and flat. Yay, how good's that? I was so sure they were going to walk. This one's strawberries, and I put them on the back as well. And nice and flat, yay. I watched a video of Jessica Putnam Phillips and the guy from GR Pottery Forms making them, and 2 different videos. And the one where Jessica Putnam Phillips made them and did them, she goes into a lot of depth on how to get them not to warp. And look at that, that's flat too. Yep, all 3 of them dead flat. So the main thing she says is that, as we all know, clay has a memory. So even if you're releasing the clay off a slab, if you pull it up and put it down and then pull the other side up and put it down, you're still curling it and it will remember, even though you then might, like compress it and do everything and think you've fixed it, it will remember. So she said what she suggests is to lift it and just drop it, and that drops the particles back into alignment. So I did that and they're dead flat. So I don't know if there's any truth to that or what, but so they all go together. But the shame is watermelon, strawberries. I would have loved that one to be cherries, but I couldn't. I thought I did.
You still have the same tonings though.
That's why I did that one. Same colour, that's why I did that one. So I don't know whether to try to sell them together as a set or sell them separately. Not sure, but they're more of a test, like more of a practice for me for doing platters. What? And just seeing if I can do them. But I can't believe how flat they are. Yay! So last kiln I had the peppered plum, the bottom part of this. See how easily they pull off? They're so great. The little hangy bits. And that's the hood in the peppered plum. So pretty. Really loving that colour now. And then, yeah, the same, the peppered plum in the hanging. So yay, that's good. That's the whole complete one done. Next shelf. Oh, more platters. So I had those oval platters from Temu, but I also had these flower ones and they look great. Oh, so these flower ones, I was really conflicted on how to glaze them because I had done 3 different textures. So I was like, well, should I do 3 of the same glaze colour or should I do just different glaze colours? So I was talking to Jane at the time and she said to me, I'd do each one a different colour, which is the way I was kind of leaning anyway. So that's a hot 5 and a bit, which is surprising down lower, but anyway, we do have the new relays, so who knows. So I said to her, the only thing I can ever think when there's texture on something is celadons. I can never get that out of my head because it shows the texture so beautifully. She's like, no, don't do celadons. And you know, if you watch her, if you follow her, you never see her pull a celadon out of her kiln. So I just was watching her video that she put up, I think today or yesterday, and she did these massive platters. 2 of them, the first one was sunrise and the second one was smoky merlot, and they're beautiful and they show the texture beautifully. And I said to her, okay, you've sold me, I'm going to do it. Well, guess what I did? Celadons. So I didn't do it. But I did do poppy fields on the rim for a bit of interest, and I actually love them. Oh, I love them. So that's fog. But I did the back as well. How good does that look?
I love those feet.
Yeah, so what I did was I rolled this first slab, and obviously when you cut, especially this shape, you've got all this excess clay. So I just got a little cutter that already had that shape and just cut them out, stuck them on, scored and vinegared them on. And then because they're raised, you can then put the glaze on the back, and I love that. So they're all my texture rollers. I was a bit conflicted about using that one, but actually I really love it. That's fog. Oh, with poppy fields. So I wasn't sure how poppy fields was going to go with fog, but I love it.
Yeah, that looks really good.
You know the saying, we all know the saying, everything looks good on winter wood. Well, I'm going to change it now because it doesn't rhyme to everything looks good with poppy fields on top. Everything looks good on winter wood. Everything looks good under poppy fields. I haven't not yet, touch wood, come across one that I haven't liked. So that is fog. I'm actually really impressed with that one. That was the one I was most worried about. This one is lavender celadon with the butterflies. But I still had because I cut all the feet at once, so they're all the flowers, even though that's a different roller on the front, but I don't think anyone will even notice that. With poppy fields on the rim, pretty. And the last one, one guess what celadon I used on the last one. Sky. Weeping plum.
Oh, weeping plum. Oh, well, yeah.
And that is kiln wash on the back. It's touched. But I think I can get that off even with sandpaper. It looks really powdery, so I think that'll be okay. Weeping plum with poppy fields, and that's the flower one that I used for the feet.
I like that roller. That's really pretty.
I love that roller, and when you hand paint it, because it's roses and stuff on a mug, it looks really pretty. So they go together as well. So again, do you sell them as a set or do you sell them separately? I really think that fog goes really well with them. I'm impressed. I was really unsure about the third colour, and I really love that. I mean, that goes in with my whole turquoise, pink and purple thing, I guess. So that's why I would love it.
Price them individually because they're 3 different sizes, but then do a price for the set.
Discount for the set. Yeah, like I do with the ramen bowls. I think so too. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. But, I mean, platters never sell very well for me anyway. So, interesting. Oh, so the beachy one is not in here. I mustn't have been able to fit it. Oh, but these look really pretty from the top. Again, I went rogue. And I was really worried about these. So that's the, I'll get it off, it's too hard with gloves. That's the Weeping Plum one with the poppy fields just on the edges of the petals for the first ones, and then hopefully the lavender ones in here as well. So I will have 4 of them at the market. Oh, that one popped off. 4 of them at the markets, chinkling away. I'm going to use that chain along the corner, across the corner. I've got a real fine chain with hooks on it, and then I'm just going to hang them off that. But it's forecast 0 wind this Sunday. Last Sunday we nearly got blown away with gale force winds. Well, it wasn't gale force, but nearly. This Sunday, no wind. Thank goodness, I'd much rather that. So 6 and a bit, hot 6. That's how I like it. So it's funny that one was a 5. I've never had the middle shelf be a 5 before. So this is, oh, it's so hard to reach down the bottom when you're only got little legs. That is Midnight Run, I believe, by Amaco.
Pretty.
It's been sitting up on the shelf for a while, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That is pretty. It breaks really pretty, that one, actually. And now, I've been really interested to see these. They've been sitting for a while because of the shape. They're a bit awkward to fit. But they look, interesting. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I think I would have preferred a bit more of a pinky pink. So I was going to give that glaze another go. It's kind of like that opal luster that I gave another go. Well, this glaze I didn't like, the underneath glaze I didn't like either, which was micro cerulean. And then I put sunrise over. So this is the micro cerulean. It's meant to be gloss, and even now it's satin matte again. But where the sunrise is over, it's really glossy. And it's gone a much paler blue. Look how dark it is by itself.
I like the micro cerulean on its own. That's pretty.
Yeah, you like those satin mattes though. I like where it's breaking on the swirl. That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like the form as well with the chopsticks in. So, of course, I've done the second one. Which, I don't know. Thought I had something in it, but it's not. It's just a bit of dust. So that's the same. Micro cerulean with sunrise. I think I would have preferred that if it was like Charlotte or Bougainvillea or something more pink rather than the orangey.
No, I like that because it's just a dusty sort of pinky colour.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I only did 1. Should have said that. So I did 3 micro cerulean. I think that's what it recommended. And I just did 1 sunrise because I just wanted that more subtle, like, breaking of it. I wanted that.
I love the blue colour sorry, I can't get my words out. I'm too tired. The sunrise changes the micro cerulean to a beautiful blue.
Yeah, but I like how it's still the flecky dark blue. Can you see that in the bottom?
Yeah.
You're still getting the flecks through of the dark blue. Really like that. Yeah, I think the more I look at that, the more I like that. All right, so Kiln favourite. I'm just going to say it's my platters because I'm so impressed. They're my first ever platters on forms that I've ever done. So I'm really impressed that the oval ones are so flat like that. Hopefully the Weeping Plum one, I can get that kiln wash off. I should be able to. Well, I was about to say I might have to refire it, but unless I put it up on stilts, on those little stilts and refire it, I might do that. I'll see how I go. Hopefully I can just get it off and I'll be all right. So, any kiln favourite? There wasn't anything really stand out.
I'd have to say the last bowls. I really like that glaze.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. No, it is better than I was expecting because after I did it again, I was thinking, oh, what did you do? But it's actually better than I thought. So, I'm hot. All right, so that is it. So, please like and subscribe. Hit the alarm bell thing, do all whatever those things you're meant to do, share all that. And thank you very much for joining. Stay muddy and have a magic day. Bye.